Social media presents a profound risk of harm for kids, according to a new warning from the U.S. Surgeon General. The advisory comes amid a growing youth mental health crisis. So what do parents need to know? I spoke today with Valley Child Development Specialist, Dr. Elaine Fogel-Schneider. Dr. Elaine, first off, tell us about the findings from the Surgeon General when it comes to social media and why this is so concerning.
Well, the going on right now in our social media culture is the fact that so many more adolescents are having suicidal ideation. There is more anxiety, greater depression. So we're seeing mental health issues abound right now. And that's one of the main reasons for such great concern.
Absolutely. So what do parents then need to do?
Well, the parents themselves have a hard role here because let's face it, so many of the kids these days, that is what they live for, is their time on their games or their time on social media, their time that they're just, using their fingers more than they're using their mouths. So it comes to be a problem of what can the parent do and how is the parent with social media? Is the parent setting a good example? What I like to see is how can we develop a family plan? What can families do together to reduce the amount of time they're spending on social media? Because let's face it, I don't think there's any person on the planet that's going to stop looking at social media or stop using a smartphone at this point. They may be able, though, to limit the amount of time they're on the phone or limit the amount of time they're playing these games. So I think that you have to look at the family unit and make that plan with families. For example, we need a tech-free zone. How many rooms in your home have technical equipment? Do you have any space in your home that you can just sit in without any of this technology bombarding you in the face? What about a tech-free zone? What about at dinner time, if you ever get together anymore to sit down and have dinner together? How about that being a tech-free zone? Somewhere where you actually have to talk to one another and build those communication skills rather than reducing communication skills, which is something else that we talked about from the Surgeon General, that communication skills are reduced, emotional relationships are going down the tubes, and even knowing how to make friends and keep friends is being affected because children right now are not even don't have to learn those visual cues of what it is to converse with other people.
In your professional opinion, what age should it be for children to get on social media?
Well, it would be ideal in the ideal world if we could have those kids wait until they're about 16 years of age, when they're maybe going towards the high school area. However, we know that that may not happen. So what about 13? Can we wait until the child becomes a teenager, at least as a teen, after their number for their age, so that we can actually talk with them, tell them what to look for, tell them what to stay away from? There's so much now that we see on social media with adverse conditions. We see people actually engaged in violence, in brutality, in actual suicides. There's so many negative events that they're showing to our children. And at a young age, it's hard to decipher what's right, what's wrong, and how to stay away from that affecting your own thinking and your thought process.
All right, Dr. Elaine, we appreciate your time. Thanks so much for joining us.
Well, you're welcome. Thanks for having me. Have a wonderful day.